Hi, it's me again back on your screens. This is Ramna Adams. Today we're talking about it's important to marry a Christian as a Christian. If you're a Christian, it's important to marry a Christian. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do so. Thank you. Time wait up, Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Boss from the Ghana. I'm a Christian. If you follow me on social media, you know I'm a serious Bente member. Yeah. And an acquaintance, the Constance, shared how beautiful it is to be praying with your partner and to see your partner praying for you, and it just gave me this idea to do this video. All right, it's so important. Now let me say, these things are choices. It's your choice, it's your life, it's your choice. You want to marry outside your religion, that is okay, but just know it comes with responsibilities and challenges, but you shall overcome so far as the two of you are on board. If you're a Muslim and you want to marry a Muslim, super. If you're a Christian and want to marry a Christian, super. However, I'm just using Muslim and Christianity as an example. It doesn't mean these are the only two religions we have in Ghana. If you're a Muslim and you want to marry a Christian, know that it will come with their challenges. Are you ready to face those challenges? Marriage in Ghana is not just the two of you. You know, we tell ourselves, oh, we are building ourselves, but then there will be external family influences on you. Are you willing, the two of you, to make it work? If you are, then hey, hallelujah. But then you are going to have challenges. If you are willing to face these challenges square and bare-chested, fine. What are some of the challenges? I mean, people have written to me on Facebook. A woman, she's a Christian, married a Muslim. When they started dating, the man said, oh, we can both go to our churches or to our mosques, and they were fine. I think 1 or 2 years into the marriage, children started coming out, and then Muslims do this whole fasting and Ramadan and all those stuff, and the man was earning for the woman and the family to join, and it became a big deal. It became a big deal that he wanted her and the kids to come join in so that they celebrate as a family, which is very good. If I'm a Muslim, I would want to do this. It's a spiritual journey for them. It's a spiritual festival for them. I want us to do it as a family. And it became a bit of an issue because that's not what they agreed to do. So then I think she decided that during that time she would learn to do it, and then gradually the man didn't want him to go to church anymore. It started with evening services. Anytime she would go to evening service, the man would complain the money, and it was a big deal. I don't know if that is what you want to have. I've seen Pentecostal women date Muslims, and I've always wondered how it will end up. When it comes to Christians as well, we have different denominations. And me, I'll use myself as an example. There was this particular denomination that I told myself I will not get married to. I'm not even get to a relationship with. So when I started a house job, I think I got into a relationship with one. My roommate from outside heard about it, and then she said, Abigail, you must really like this guy. Because this guy attends this church, and he said, no, because of their doctrine. I was like, you know, when you're in love and you're thinking God will change the person, sister, wake up from that dream. Wake up, smell the coffee. Wake up, collect your money. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know anything in Ghana. So I knew this guy attended this denomination. I didn't want to get married into or to be in a relationship, but I thought when we come closer, this guy was open-minded. He was a doctor, he was open-minded. We could watch preachers together, Dr. Howard Mills, Duncan Williams, Apostle Nyameche, Apostle Onyina, Apostle General, Ajinasari. We could watch Pastor Chris. We'll watch and learn. And then when it got to prayer time, one thing that got to me that I knew, we can't get married. He said he can't pray beyond 10 minutes. I said, wow, you can't pray beyond 10 minutes? He said, yes. What will I be praying about? 10 minutes, I should have finished. I was like, really? You will pray for 10 minutes and that is it? No, that's not what I wanted. It's different. If you are okay, if you're okay with someone who can pray for 10 minutes, that's okay. But I wanted someone that will stand in prayer for 30 minutes, for an hour, for 1.5 hours, for 2 hours, who will stand in prayer and pray for the family, pray for the two of us. Something very beautiful is when I wake up and I see boss daddy or my husband praying for the family. Hey, that is enough prayer to get you in the mood. A man who prays for you, Charlie. When I'm pregnant and I wake up and I feel his hand on my belly praying for me and praying for my baby. Hey, what else? What is love? You tell me. Hey, what song cry do I need? What song cry do I know how to sing? Hey, so what is love? I wake up and I see his hand on my belly praying for me and praying for. I'm like, oh God, I've arrived. But this other guy that I was dating, he said he cannot pray for more than 10 minutes. If you're okay with it, that is fine, but not for me. And he gave things out. I remember I invited him to my church one time and we spoke in tongues. And when we were going home, I wanted to know what he thought. And he said he found it funny. It's different if you don't speak in tongues. I can marry someone who doesn't speak in tongues. But finding tongues funny, there were red flags, but I was still in the relationship because I loved him. Because I thought I loved him and I thought I will change him. Please, you cannot change a man. Only God can. So I was still in the relationship, even though he was giving me signs. You find tongues funny? Me, that I pray in tongues. I'm not saying who those who pray in tongues are holy. I don't mind. I can get married to someone who doesn't speak in tongues. But don't find it funny. Respect it. And say, oh, you can continue. But then finding it funny and thinking we are joking and all the same, all these things, I was still in it. God had to take tribalism to get me out of that relationship because I was still praying and hoping he would change. He was smart. He was a doctor. We will understand each other. He was open-minded. We could watch preachers. But our prayer and our spiritual level, it was far apart. It was far apart. He was a good person. But then for me, spirituality, we had to be on the same table. If you are fasting, let's fast together. Unless maybe I'm pregnant or I have a medical condition or you have a medical condition that you can't fast about. But we are supposed to do this as a couple. So denomination is very important. However, know the denomination you're marrying into and what you can respect and what you can encourage the person in. I can marry an SDA person. If he doesn't want us to eat, I think they don't eat crab or snail. I'm okay with it. You don't want us to eat pork. I'm okay with it. These things, if I don't eat, I won't die. I'm okay with it. If our spirituality is on point, these are the three things you don't want me to do, fine. You want me to go to church on Saturday? I will go. I don't have a problem with whichever day I worship with. But then, for me, if you're telling me I have to go and bath, part of your denominational rules or laws governing your churches, I have to go and bath by the sea, or I have to be doing something weird, it won't be okay with me. Yes, there are denominations that are doing weird things. It will not be okay with me. So no, as you are dating, set boundaries for each other. Oh, we are not in the same denomination. This we don't do. Will you be willing? This we do. Will you be willing? This. There are some denominations that don't do family planning. Now you, a woman, you want to family plan your life. You've had 4 kids, you think it's enough, and he doesn't want you to do family planning. It becomes a problem because his denomination says no, and you think it's fine. Talk about these things. What is in your denomination that you think will be uncomfortable? Talk about it. What are the do's and don'ts in your denomination? If you are fine with it, then go, because spirituality is very important. You have to be on the same level. The lady that I gave an example with, now the man wanted the kids to also become Muslims. Which, if I'm a Muslim, I also want that. However, because they were in love, they didn't look at all these things. A friend of mine, her mother is SDA and her father is Catholic. They've been married for over 30 years or so, over 40 years, and they are still flourishing. Why? They understand each other. So one time I asked her, it was Bronya, Christmas, and I asked her, Catholic, they celebrate Christmas, but SDAs don't celebrate Christmas. What do you do? She said, well, during Christmas and Easter, Christmas, they don't celebrate Christmas, yeah? So during Christmas, my mom, we cook for, the father was a big man, we cook for all the guests and all the family members that come around, but in our mind, we know we are not celebrating it, and that's okay by them. They set their boundaries in their relationship and set what they can do and what they can do, and they live over 40 years, they are still alive and still enjoying each other. So it is very, very important that both of you talk about religion, not just religion, spirituality, denomination, how far you see God, how low you see God. Can we do this? There are people who are married, and me, I don't expect my husband to take alcohol at all. But then there are some people who say, okay, he can take like 10%. What if he takes 15%? Are you okay? There are Christian denominations that think they can take 5 to 10%, and that's okay. Are you okay with it? If I'm not taking it, he's also not taking it. You should be on the same level. Spirituality. I just felt to share this. Because it is very, very important. These are minute things that we overlook, but then are serious issues in marriages. Be on the same level with your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, in your religion. I'm not saying Pente should only date Pente. No. Painte can date Royal House Chapel, Painte can date ICGC, whatever Painte can date SD or whatever. There are so many denominations. Whatever it is, understand each other. It is your life and it is your choice. Thank you for watching. I'm so grateful that you are here. Please subscribe and please don't forget to share. Thank you.
Time with Dr.